Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Isle of Man in the UK. This is John and Mike's MMA Corner.
Stephen, you are joining me right now. Thank you first for doing this. You're taking on Nick Gehrts at the main event at Valor Fights. It must feel good being the main event and all that. You know, do you feel any pressure with being the main event, the headline act?
No more than normal. Trained hard for the fight, very excited for the fight. Worst part's getting weigh-ins and stuff over with. So I'm excited to get the weigh-ins over with and get there on Saturday and perform.
Well, with your opponent, Nick, the pair of you are both. The thing is, that what's good about this match is I think this might be a fight that stays on the feet because you're both grappling monsters, the best way to put it. Do you feel that might be a case of this? Because both of you are very good at grappling side of things. You might cancel each other out in getting to the grappling stages.
Yeah, very good possibility. Nick's a solid guy, got good stand-up, good solid ground. We've trained hard everywhere where this fight could possibly take place, and so we feel comfortable and confident wherever it goes.
Now, with having a stronger grappling, does that mean you're a bit more confident with to let loose with your striking because you have that grappling to fall back upon?
Yeah, I feel like I can open up a little bit more. If I get taken down, I'm still very confident on the ground. So if something happens, he gets a takedown, I'm still going to feel fine and still feel relaxed.
Is this how you started with your MMA career? Did you start with grappling, or is this just grappling? Was that the magnet that pulled you in? Because some people love the Muay Thai aspect, some people like the grappling. Was it the grappling that took you more than any of the other aspects of the sport?
It was. I started in Kempo Karate back in 2003, and ended up getting my black belt in it in 2006. And the instructor at the time had just introduced a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program into the location that we was in. And he said if I wanted to do it, I was more than welcome to. And once I started, I fell in love with it. Started competing a lot on the grappling circuit, and once I had my purple belt at the time before I actually had my first amateur MMA fight. Ended up getting my purple belt, and I went and had my first MMA fight down in Georgia. But yeah, the grappling's definitely what drew me to the MMA side of it.
And are you a gi or no gi person?
I like the gi. Yeah, big fan of the gi.
Yeah, I was going to say, because, you know, some prefer one or the other. Now, with the gi, so I've heard from fighters that they say they find it helps them with the MMA, but in my head, I competed, and I found that I never wanted to try the gi because I thought, well, I never want to get in that habit of having to grab a gi. So, is that what you find? Do you find that it helps you with the non-gi stuff, as in having a grappling match?
I feel it does. Of course, working the gi, it's going to work your grips quite a bit more. Just hanging on to the collars and things like that. Normally, a couple months out, I'll start taking the gi off, start doing some no-gi stuff, and that way I can better prepare for the event.
Yeah, do you find that doing the grappling competitions, it definitely raised your game within MMA bouts?
I do. The grappling competition, I think, helped out quite a bit. Of course, there's no experience like getting in there and actually competing in the MMA side of things, but I think the grappling's helped with my confidence and helped with the nerves quite a bit as far as me performing in the MMA.
And am I right in saying that your full-time vocation is being a police officer?
It is, yes, sir.
Now, with having the martial arts training, do you feel that makes you more? Do you think that the pair of them work together well? You know, the job that you have and being a martial artist. Do you think that they kind of work well together? Because martial arts, it's about respect, discipline. Do you think the two jobs that you have kind of link in well?
I think it can. Of course, in martial arts, discipline, respect, all the things you're talking about. Same thing on the job. You got to treat everybody the same. Treat everybody with respect, and pretty much treat them the way you want to be treated.
I think that I tell people that martial arts filters down into your day-to-day life. It should do anyway. And the fact that you're in a role that kind of really has a lot of links to it with that kind of, the ethos of mixed martial arts in general. With that, have you found that people recognise you from being a police officer? Have people recognise that you do the martial arts as well?
Yeah, I think so. We actually we had a call a while back, and ended up having to arrest the guy, taking the guy to jail, and of course he recognized me from my fighting and my MMA. So
I probably puts his hands out straight away. Just handcuff me, don't touch me. Now, Stephen, you're a man of respect with the role that you've got. You've got the grappling skills. Is there any areas of your aspects with the martial arts? Because you, like I say, did the Kempo karate, so your stand-up, you've got a good base for stand-up already. You've got that. Is there anything in particular that you're wanting to evolve and develop? Because you're still early in your MMA career, of course. And if there is, have you thought about maybe going off to some of the bigger camps, let's say, your Glory MMA, TriStar, those kind of plays, Jacksons, have you thought about doing any of that stuff in, maybe like for a week or two?
Yeah, right now, of course, I definitely like to work on my striking, improve my striking, a little bit more. Right now, you're just taking, one fight at a time, and just kind of seeing where it goes from there. Right now, after this fight, I have no plans. 100% focus on this fight, and we'll see what happens after this one.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a good idea. Yeah, I just some guys, they're happy within the gym that they're at and where they're training. But I always think it's good to every now and then just go somewhere else. It's like a refresher. I find the new coaches, new ideas, new angles, new people to roll against, spar with. It's always good to evolve yourself as a fighter, really, and put yourself sometimes out your comfort zone.
Yeah, I've been, of course, doing the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with the same individual since I started, and recently branched out, started doing some cross-training up at Fit Factory with Gene Click and Billy Mullins, and then also up at The Evil in Johnson City with Dustin Walden, Adam Townsend, JP, and all those guys. So branching out, they've been helping me out a lot. So I think it's going to help going into this fight.
Yeah, I think it will as well. It's a good idea to do that, Steve. Honestly, I think it helps fighters. Maybe at first they don't realise it, but they always get something to take away from it when they get back. Stephen, look, the fight's going down at Valor Fights. People who have not got a ticket, they can go onto the Valor website page. You can get tickets via there. You can also stream it on their website. You go on there. There's links, etc. But before all that, Stephen, if people want to jump on social media, give you a follow before your fight, even maybe just to get to know you a bit better and follow your kind of venture in this pro MMA ranks. What's your kind of links that you've got, if you have any?
Yes, I got a Facebook page set up. It's Stephen Haag, MMA fighter. You can go ahead and check it out. Of course, I've got all my sponsors and stuff listed up there. Upcoming bouts, upcoming grappling competitions and stuff I'll be competing in, and things like that.
Awesome stuff. Jump on his Facebook page. In regards to sponsors, do you want to give any of them a shout out right now?
Yes. First, I want to give a shout out to my teams. Phil Hurst, Victory Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Fit Factory with Gene Click, Billy Mullins, the Evil Fight Team. Big thanks to Dustin Walden, Adam Townsend, and JP. For my sponsors, I want to thank Avalon Fitness Center, Fortress Fitness Kickboxing, 423 Strength and Conditioning, Make Yourself Tattoo, Robert's Auto Sales, and Grips Athletics.
Awesome stuff. And obviously, give thanks to anyone that's coming to the fight to watch you, of course, as well. Any fans and friends and family.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Big thanks to support my friends and family. We usually, have a really good turnout for people that's coming to watch on my side. So thanks for all the support.
Stephen, have a great time. Enjoy your experience. Enjoy the whole weekend. Have a great fight against Nick. And thank you very much for giving me some time to talk.